Thank you for agreeing to help me with this, Demon Slayer. I know it's an unusual request. I can't imagine you work with a lot of half-demons. Yeah, I expected as much. Nothing against you personally, but I wouldn't have approached you if I could have thought of another way. I mean, sacrifice a human or be dragged off to hell? What kind of a choice is that? Probably no choice if I were any kind of a demon. But I'm not. Well, I am, but I'm not a very good one, clearly. And yet, I guess I'm not very good at being good either if I'm asking somebody to shuffle my parents off of this mortal coil. Yeah, you think so? Well, thanks. Thanks a lot for that. I mean it. You know, I am trying to be good, and so far I've been pretty good at it. But now I can't really find another solution but to have my parents exorcised back to hell. It feels wrong, even if they are demons. Though admittedly, less wrong in the case of my mother. Stepmother? I usually just think of her as my father's partner, even though she clearly had a hand in, well, not a hand, but a part in my making. Thank you. I mean, yes, that would be very helpful. Truly, thank you. But, here's my phone number. You might want to just think about this for a little bit, and then get back to me. If you still want to do it after you've been away from me for a day or two, then okay, great. If not, I'll just keep looking for another Demon Slayer. No, you are a rare breed. Oh, well, as to why. Full disclosure, in the interest of being good, I really do need to give people an opportunity to clear their heads and collect their thoughts and make their decisions when they're not being influenced by my presence. Well, I mean, two of my parents are an incubus and a succubus. I don't have their supernatural powers of seduction or manipulation, but I did inherit a certain influence. A charm, perhaps? It sounds arrogant, but, I assure you, it's not anything I would choose. It's kind of like pretty privilege, but on steroids. It makes people want to be around me sometimes, or please me. It means that they like to look at me. That all sounds so arrogant, but I think you understand, because, you keep looking at me like that. And I'm not trying to do it, I promise. If you still are interested when you've been away from me, out of my influence, then That's you. I promise there's no influence when I'm not around you. But I've always had teachers who would give me grace and leeway if I was late with a paper, or think I was a little more clever or intelligent or witty than I actually am. I've been pulled over sometimes when I didn't realize the speed I was going, but I've never gotten a ticket. And when I travel, I always get upgraded. But I try not to take advantage of that now that I know that people are like that they can't help it. Well, I try by refusing what privileges I can, by not taking advantage of people if I can avoid it. Not accepting an upgrade on a plane, or buying first-class tickets so that this staff don't feel compelled to upgrade me. But at the same time, it's not always possible. I can't make a police officer write me a ticket, obviously. I can't make a group of people not laugh at a joke I tell, even if it's stupid, or think that I'm cleverer than I am when I'm just repeating an idea that I heard from somebody else. There is a flip side to the coin, that it's not fun. Well, like when your friends compare themselves to you, and they feel unpopular or unattractive next to you. I don't want that for people I care about. I don't want it for anybody. But it hurts to see them go through it, when I know that they're perfectly charming and funny and intelligent and witty and beautiful. But they can't get the attention that they want from the people they like if I'm around. And then there are the people who are jealous, who recognize that I get undue attention, that I have undue influence. And so any work I've done, any skill I have, any intelligence I have is under question. It's not conceivable to them that I've actually worked for and earned something based on my merit. The worst part about that is that sometimes it's easy to believe they're right. But I do know that I've got a good work ethic. And I also know that I'm intelligent. As much as a teacher may like me, the computerized test is grading me on my answers, not on my charm. But in the grand scheme of things, I recognize I'm privileged. Having some people be jealous, or having to avoid your friends' love interests, that's small potatoes. It's a blessing to have those problems, right? It's not fair of me to complain when people have real problems. Thank you for that. Yes. It is sometimes more than that. The one real thing I have a problem with is that it's never entirely safe for a woman to walk alone, but it's even less so when you can't help but draw attention to yourself. Some people have never learned that pulling little girls' pigtails is not the appropriate way to get their attention. And other people have never learned that they cannot control the world and other people. So they try to. As much as I may charm them, if they want something, they feel it's their right to take it. Or they feel that they have to take it or they'll never have it. No, the worst has never happened that way. So far I've been lucky. The same thing that draws the attention of the people who would hurt me also draws the attention of people who have helped me. Like you. You want to help me, don't you? Yeah. Well, as I said, hold on to my number and let me know after you've thought about it for a little while, or when you've been away from my influence. Get back to me. It's really the only way I can ever know if somebody actually wants to do something for me or with me based on its own merit, or if they're just being influenced by me. You know? Oh. Yeah. Don't pity me too soon. I do have a world full of friends online who've never experienced my in-person charm before. So I do have friends that I know are real. Which is weird when you think about it, right? I have to have people not be around me for me to be certain of them. But maybe I'm not different than a lot of people that way. I mean, think of how many people have to go online to be accepted for their true selves. How many people have to go online to drop a mask? For me, I go online to be accepted as myself and drop a pretty, persuasive, charming mask. Yes, well, I tell you what, I really do believe that you'll help me based on the fact that you're a demon slayer and my parents are demons. But, maybe you will want to wait a day and see if you don't want to work with a half-demon. Just to be certain that you're not compromising your morals to do so. Okay, good. I think you will too. But if I don't hear from you, no harm, no foul. I'll just, go back to the drawing board. Thank you. I hope I'll hear from you soon. Hey there, cupcakes. Thank you for listening. If you're still here, I imagine you liked this story, so please go ahead and hit that subscription button if you haven't. It helps the algorithm know what you like, and by extension, it lets me know what stories you would like to hear more of. I'd like to thank you all, but especially the special bakers and pound cakes, Anon, James S.L.E., the internet birdhouse in your soul, Harper Evolution, Wolf 9004, Wolf, Vile Miles, Succubus Slave, Malice Silo, Army Guy 007, Mr. Fabulous, Tiny the Taxman, Meryl, Inline Flaws, Mr. Rickles, Anon Nick, Old Bean UK, Always Able, Infinite Moon, Kahlua Bear, Forces, The Swaggy Llama, Cody, Artlow, Pierce Tailish, Tomberry Shuffle, and Christian Cleopatra. And I would like to welcome our newest member, Void. It is so very nice to have you. The other day, somebody said to me, we are almost at 21,000 subscribers, and that made me so very happy, because it's not the first time someone has said it as we. And it is a we. It is a community. It is a group of people who are making this happen, and I'm so glad that you're doing it with me. Thank you very much for all your help, for all your participation, for all of your support. Thank you for being you. And and I hope you will be as good to yourselves as you are to me. I will talk to you tomorrow.